I'm Fritz Nelson here at CES 2012 on the show floor in RIM's booth, and I'm with Sean Coughlin, who is the Senior Product Manager for BlackBerry PlayBook, and we're going to get a demo here of the PlayBook 2.0. Just first, real quick, maybe what are the top 3 features of PlayBook 2.0? I know there are many.
Oh, there are many. So the top features that we're adding into 2.0 for PlayBook are an integrated email, contact, and calendar. So all about social integration. We're also adding in enhanced application development. So we have the Android player in there. So we're expanding on our application development platform. And then lastly, I would also say we're enhancing the bridge experience by making BlackBerries and the PlayBook work better together through remote control as well as an open-on feature where you can open content from your BlackBerry and show it on your PlayBook. Okay,
well, let's take a look. We got a PlayBook here, and why don't you talk us through some of these features?
Sure, definitely. So here's our PlayBook with 2.0 loaded onto it. So the first thing you'll notice, we have modified the home screen a bit. We've cleaned it up. We've gotten rid of the preset tabs, and now users can define their own panes if they want. And with that, they can also create folders as well, which is pretty easy. You can just drag and drop icons on top of each other. But as I said, really the main feature of 2.0 is really the whole messaging communication piece that we had on there. What we want to do was really take the power of the BlackBerry communications, which we're known for, and bring it to our new platform. So first I'll show you which is our messages contact or application. And what we've done is, similar to BlackBerry, we have a unified inbox that allows you to have multiple emails as well as social feeds built directly into the calendar or into the messages application. So as you can see here, we have a Gmail account, we have a LinkedIn account, and a Twitter account. So they're all linked into one. So what you can do is you can have an all view and see everything. So as you can see, I have a direct Facebook message, or I can check different emails that I have received. Or I can go specifically and just look at what I have from LinkedIn or what I have from Twitter. So we're really integrating everything in a very smooth way. And as you can see from the transitions, we're really adding in a very rich UI to it, making it very smooth and very seamless. And a lot of this shifting that we haven't really seen in some of our products before. So we're really making it very intuitive and fun to use.
It looks like the menu also has moved. Some of the foldering and replies, those used to be on the bottom.
Yeah. So we've modified the UI over Bridge, and we feel, obviously with the TAT acquisition, we're learning a lot from them from a UI perspective and really cleaning it up and make it simplified. So as you can see, we've added in a whole bunch of different icons on the side versus on the bottom. And we feel, you can easily just switch through different emails once you're in this full email view, or if you want to look at your list, you can just look at your list as well. The other thing that we've added in, which I would say is really a great feature that I've been waiting for a long time on BlackBerry, is the ability to have multiple compose. So what we're doing is taking the power of multitasking that we have throughout the whole OS and building that directly into the mail client here. So what I can do is I can compose an email, but then I can also compose another email, and compose another email. So I can have multiple emails going at the same time. And if on BlackBerry, you have to keep backing out to look at emails. So what you can easily do is just swipe down, again like the browser, very familiar gestures that you have in the UI. Go back to your message, reference what you're doing, and then go back into into the app that you're composing. One other thing that we've added in is a full HTML editor. So you no longer are just tied to just typing in emails, different letters, but what you can also do is you can change the color, like you would, say, in Outlook, trying to make a true desktop experience. So I pull up the keyboard as well.
The touch is being a little flaky.
It is being a little flaky. And of course, the demo isn't necessarily working as well as I would want. But we have full HTML editing.
I believe you.
You can check different fonts as well. Thank you very much. So, again, we're trying to add in this fluid nature of what we had. And another thing that we've done, talking about communications, is moving on to our contacts application. And the touch is being flaky today. The demo gods aren't being nice. Let's see if we can open up Calendar. We'll open up Calendar. So again, with Calendar and with Contacts, what we've done is really gone through a very social integrated perspective. And what that means is we're trying to pull in more than just the raw information of, what's my meeting about and who am I meeting with. It's really trying to go deeper as to more about the person and why you're meeting with them, right? So one thing that we've done is something that we like to call growing numbers, which is a quick snapshot when you first open up the Calendar application. So as you can see, there's different dates that are larger numbers. So you can instantly tell how busy you are in some days versus other days. So if hey, the 25th looks busier than the 27th. Well, I'm not going to book anything on the 25th. And you can easily look at what you're doing. And obviously we have very familiar views like agenda or like day view within the calendar. And you can also add in appointments and easily move it around right within this view. The other thing that we've added in is a people view. And again, this is making it very centric, social-centric view. So you can see all the different people you're meeting with that day. So again, taking out of just, what am I meeting with, but who am I meeting with?
And what is that information coming from?
So this information is coming from the Contact app, which is pulling it from all your various sources. And we'll look at the Contact app shortly. So as you can see here, we're still within the Calendar app, but now we're in the full Contact view. And what you can see here from a Contact view is we've pulled in information. So if you remember on the Messages app where we had LinkedIn and we had Twitter, you're also able, what it does is it pulls in all that information and syncs it into your Contact app as well. And what it'll do is it'll merge a bunch of contacts. So you're able to see, not only the email, address I would say have with Hotmail, but also, LinkedIn information, where they've worked in the past, and the Twitter information that they've had as well. And you can look at different feeds. And again, within this Contact app, you can see, what appointments do I have upcoming, what do I have in the past. And again, it's all about making it social and really pulling all the information together so it's a quick, easy to find without having to go back and forth through a whole bunch of different applications. So if I open up, for some reason the Contact app isn't working today.
And you hardly need it because all the contact stuff is populated in these other applications.
And within the Contact app, again, the calendar shows you a good view of what the Contact app looks like through this people view. Where you're able to check on, news of the company, you're able to look at the calendar appointments that you have. Again, it's all the information is regardless of which application you're in, you can easily get access to it.
And I noticed in one of the other contacts that you could just kind of click to do a video chat with the person as well.
That's correct. So if you have a video chat, who was it?
I can't remember who it was, but I did see that in there.
I randomly picked someone. So yeah, as you can see here, the video chat logo. And what it means is, so you have the logo there where it's grayed out. It means they have a video chat account, but they're not active. That'll turn to green if they're actually on, if the video chat, if their device is turned on and connected to a network. So you can easily look and have a video chat application, contact with them, right?
Can we take a look at, do you have Android apps running on here?
Yeah, definitely. So if we look at some of the games that we have running, we have a pool game, Pool Breakout Lite, which is an Android application. So as it loads up, it might take a little bit the first time.
And so does it usually take, it's running in a virtual...
It's running in virtual space. It shouldn't take this long, if you've opened it up. This may be the first time we've opened the app up on this device itself. So what it's doing is basically we have the BlackBerry runtime for Android running on this, which is running in the background. And it's all about trying to make it a seamless experience. So as you can see, when I open up the application, you can't tell it's an Android app. It's really not about showing the user, hey, I have an Android app. It's, I just have an application and I want to use it. So if we go into the game, so as you can see, this is the game. This bar at the bottom is really your indication that it's an Android app. So you can actually go back, and if you have multiple Android applications, you can just see, easily click the different ones that you've had and go back into it. And then this just, works just like the game would on Android. And really all the developer had to do was run it through our recompiler to produce a bar file. Through that recompiler, it checks the various APIs that you use to make sure we have a good match with the APIs that we support on BlackBerry 2.0, and then you'll just put out and they'll be able to upload that into App World. And again, the benefit of that is for the developer, they now have that one application in two different app worlds, so they have the opportunity to monetize in two different platforms that they could only do one before.
And how many Android apps are going to be ready by 2.0?
Yeah, so we don't have any specific numbers, but definitely we're going to have thousands of apps all across the board, so a lot more than what we have today as soon as we launch 2.0. And actually, if you're on the developer beta now, you're able to see some of the Android apps in the App Store.
Now you said there are some changes to Bridge as well?
Yeah, definitely. So let me show you Bridge. We have it hooked up here. So when you see Bridge, you're all familiar with the Bridge icon, so you can see that you're connected to a device. And then also on the device, you have the icon. So the first thing I want to show you is, which I find is the best application. Let me find it here. Is remote control. So
you've launched Bridge on the PlayBook and on the BlackBerry phone.
Yeah. So on PlayBook, there's actually no application for Bridge. It's just always running in the background. So once it's connected, as you can see, I'm in the Bridge application. It says I'm connected. So what you can do is you can just click on that device, and there's a new icon that says remote control. So you just click it. So instantly, your BlackBerry screen churns into basically a touch interface for the device. So now if I start moving around, you can see on the screen we now have a cursor. So I can go around, I can close applications, I can open up different applications. But the cool thing is you're not limited to just that cursor. If I wanted to navigate between applications or go back to the home screen, on the BlackBerry device, I can just swipe up. There we go.
What is the advantage of being able to remote control the BlackBerry from the phone?
So the advantage is really, again, linking them together so that they work better. And what it comes down to is the great use case is if you have this hooked up to your TV at home with an HDMI cable, not many people have a 20, 30-foot HDMI cable. You usually have about a 6-foot HDMI cable. So all of a sudden you can sit back on your couch, have it connected into your TV, see all your videos, browse the internet with your BlackBerry in hand. And the other thing I can do is we
should buy that Groupon. I think we need the yoga thing.
I think so, yeah. So the other thing I'll show you is through the remote control, you can actually now use your BlackBerry keyboard to do input. So this makes it, again, very advantageous when you have it hooked up to your TV at home. Just for instance here, I can, just go to blackberry.com, hit enter, and it instantly goes there. So again, you can start, think about another way, if you have it on your desk hook up to a monitor, you can start composing emails, typing in websites, editing documents with your BlackBerry if you don't enjoy the virtual touch or you really like the tactile feel of the device.
Great. Well, I think that was a great set of highlights of some of the new features of the PlayBook 2.0 experience. So
yeah, definitely, and we'll have a lot more information coming up, and obviously check out blackberry.com/playbook for all the latest information.
And what's the official release date?
So the release date, we're still on track. We're heading to February 2012.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thanks very much, Fritz.